snoozing.
Hello everyone, my name is Jenna, but you guys can call me Jen. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Hi, hello! Welcome to the start of another weekend vlog. It is officially Saturday. I am here. I just went out in the smoky heat grossness. It wasn't even that long of a walk and I feel awful because I had to go to the corner store because I thought I could pick up my package that's waiting for me at Rexall. The Canadian post office was closed. I think they probably closed at like 5 or something instead of 6 with the store, which is a little annoying, but alas, I wait another day for my package because I went yesterday too and they were like, oh, it's not here yet. I was like, okay, fine. So tomorrow maybe, I guess, if they're open. I'll have to Google it before I go. But anyways, welcome to the weekend. It's yet another weekend in July. It is currently, I don't know what day it is, the 19th. Holy shit. And so we're really just in for another editing weekend, my friends. I did spend too long reading today already. I intended to just read until like 2:33. It is 20 to 6. And granted, I did like stop reading at like 5 and then decided to go to the Rexall just here. They were closed. So alas, I got myself 2 treats to go with the editing adventures. But yeah, we're back. We're back editing. And I was reading The Raven Scholar because it's, as I mentioned last week, if you saw my last week vlog, it is one of those books that just, I am loving it so much. And I have not read a book that I love so deeply that I both simultaneously do not want to put down, which is why I was reading for so long today. And also don't want to pick up because I don't want it to be over, which is why I didn't read it all week. So I'm like, I was in this like weird little bubble all week. I should be editing, I should be recording my audiobook, and I should be reading, and so I did none of them. It's fine. We're gonna get through, hopefully, the most of part 2 today because part 2 is a little shorter, and then tomorrow crack on with part 3. In the meantime, it is incredibly smoky today, so maybe later today I'll do some audiobook recording for part 1 just to polish those up and get those recorded so I can edit them at any time, because I ended up on, I think it was Monday or Tuesday last week, I ended up reteaching myself how to edit with Audacity with this new mic that I have, like trying to figure out the right steps to get the audio correct. So for ACX, because there's a lot of weird shit that you have to make sure is done with ACX, their audio requirements, so that the audio like sounds okay, I guess. But yeah, so lots of things to do there. I don't have a goal of getting A Favored Fey out audiobook form the same day that the rest of them are gonna be released. But I do have a goal of getting it out in August, because I feel like if I put that goal on myself, I'm going to be overwhelmed and just put in the ground. So that's not happening. I mean, it could happen. Who knows? I'm gonna keep working on it. And I have a goal of making sure that all my edits are done on my end by August 1st, and then being able to get it to ARC readers. So also, if you wanted to be an ARC reader, there's a Google form in my link tree. It's the first one. If you wanna be an ARC reader, you're gonna get it 2 weeks early, maybe. So I do have this, like, if I continue this project of like editing pieces and then also recording the audiobook as I re-edit pieces and go back through and polish the chapters and get that ready, I am not only one, going through my editor's edits, 2, repassing over again to catch anything that I might have done, 3, recording an audiobook, 4, also when I do these edits, I am also, I need to talk through my steps, even though there is going to also be an editing vlog. I just think it's fun to explain my steps in this editing round, this final editing round, if you will, because I'm doing a lot of rounds all at once and a lot of different things all at once. Also, I apologize if you can hear anything in the background. I still have my TV on and my air is going, so it's noisy in my place. That's why I came into my room. But what I am doing with every chapter that I go through takes me about an hour top to bottom to do these chapters when I'm sitting down to go through the chapters of what Yelene's given me. So I will go through her edits line by line. I will edit as I go, reading through, amazing, making sure all the sentences sound normal and all this kind of stuff, and doing whatever she says. Like, if she, like yesterday I was going through a chapter and she said, we deserve more Mary description right here because like we haven't really gotten that. And I was like, perfect, thank you for catching that, etc., etc. So I will do that, and then I will take that whole chapter once I got into the bottom of it, bottom of Yelene's edits. I'll take that chapter, copy paste it into a Word document. In that Word document, I then go through a spell check that is set to make everything American. Why? Because I am Canadian and I have learned through this journey of self-publishing and editing my own books that Canadians, we say we have the British spelling for stuff, which we do, but we also use a lot of the Americanized phrase spellings as well. We use a combination of both. And because I've chosen the US as like my biggest market, which it is going to be, no matter what, like it's gonna be the biggest market of, my readers are in the US usually. And I picked that with a second story. I decided to turn all my spellings American. So I have to go through and do that and make all of the things American. It's not just color and favorite and like neighbor and stuff like that and rumor or whatever. Like, it's not the extra U's and everything. We also double up on our L's in words like traveler or gambled or marveled, like things like that. We double up on our L's. We use 2 because it looks better. We also have, like, there's realized with an S or a Z. There is, like, there's little things like that. When I am writing in my Canadian brain. There's nothing that'll stop me. And Scrivener is set to my region, so it does not catch me at all. So I have to do the Word doc pass. And it also catches things like hyphenated words, because I'm not as versed on hyphenated words and like their rules, even though I am an editor for my day-to-day life. I am clocked in for my day-to-day life, like on the rules that I need to have. Like, I know the Canadian press style guide, but that's a little different than like fiction books, you know? And also it's the Canadian press style guide. It's not the American press style guide. So it's this whole thing. So it's a really good tool for me to then go through. And it also catches any like brazen like typos, if there are typos. Like if I've accidentally put 2 words back to back that are the exact same as I'm editing, right? It'll catch those because it's like, why is this repeated word here, kind of a thing. As I'm going through the spell check on the Word doc, I'm fixing it in the Scrivener doc, ignoring those little red lines. And then I take my Scrivener doc again, copy paste that into my Atticus formatting software so that that chapter is done. And then once that's in that chapter, I go through the little preview thing on the side where it's like laid out in the book how it's going to be. I flip through that to see if there's any like terrible lines that are like cut off funny, or like if there's like a single word on a page, like that kind of thing. I make sure that it's formatted nice so that it looks professional and it looks like a traditionally published book would, because that's also a thing. Did you know there's editors who do that in the world? They like edit for formatting, which is crazy. So I do that as well. So that's all in like an hour per chapter type of situation. It's roughly that. If they're longer, it takes me longer, whatever. That is not including the then rereading of the chapter into an audiobook. And because I already have that then in my Atticus format and in my formatting software, when I'm doing the audiobook, I'm reading from the script that I have in the software, so that if I find something, I can change it immediately and it just changes everything. And that is how I've been doing this. That is my system of madness. And I have a good feeling that this book is going to be really nicely polished. Yes, there's probably going to be something that I've missed, because that's what happens. It happens in traditionally published books. I am only me. I'm just a human, you know? But the way that I've gone through this now with Yeleni catching things for me, she's fixing my sentences to make them better, to the point of like, she'll fix a sentence and I'll be like, why the fuck did I write it the way that I did? Because the way that I wrote it is so convoluted. Like, it's one of those things. And I just have to remember that when I'm in writer mode, I don't notice things like that, because I'm just getting the story down. And it's so beneficial to have an editor on your side to do things like this, to make you see the stupid shit you do, you know? To catch the it's apostrophe S and that's supposed to be just ITS, you know? It's to catch those little things like that, and inconsistencies and whatever. I actually did catch an inconsistency because I had just finished the end of part 1 and then I was polishing into part 2. And I was like, oh my God, there's an inconsistency on like actual story stuff that both I missed and Yeleni missed in her edits, but I caught again because I was reading it again. So like, it's just so helpful. It's just so helpful. I love it so much. Anyways, that's my process. That's what I've been doing. And that is what I will be doing until the end of this book is done. Let me just tell you, I am itching so heavily to be done with this book right now and to have it off in your guys' hands. I need it out of my brain. I need it off my plate because I want to be working on other things. I want to be working on Sage's story. The other night, I literally replotted the first part of it. I started writing like scene by scene type of beats up until the midpoint because I'm like, I'm itching to work on this story and I need to revisit the story that I plotted out last March, I think, and our April or whenever I plotted that story originally. Like, I'm like, I need this. And I literally have an idea of like, I'm going to be doing this probably a little stupid, crazy, just a touch idiotic video. I'm so excited for it though. And that is to plot out in very bare bones plots for multiple books that I have in my head. Because I think that would just be so much fun to do that all in like one video. To just be like, okay, we're gonna plot today. It's gonna be like a long vlog of like, okay, we're gonna plot this like darker Gideon the Ninth meets Vicious meets dystopian sapphic thing that's been living in my head. And we're also gonna plot this cozy fantasy that was inspired by Green Teeth. And we're also gonna plot a thriller that I have in my head that was inspired by another song. And we're also like, it's little things like that that I'm like, okay, like I have a couple books that have been like itching at the back of my brain that I want to be doing. I think it could be really fun to actually devote some time to creating very rough outlines for all of them. I was thinking about that, and I've been listening to a lot of writing about dragons and shit recently because that's my favorite podcast of all time, as you guys well know. Go listen to it if you haven't. It's fucking great. Even if you're not a writer or if you are a creative in general, it's just great to go listen to that podcast because it's so fun. I've been listening to it a lot, and I've been watching a lot of people's vlogs on YouTube about like getting literary agents and querying and all this kind of stuff, and then like being on the submission process. And then I think I was watching Lizelle Sambury because I did not know until recently that she was also a YouTuber, which I don't know how the fuck that missed my, like, God, I don't know how I missed that. She's a very prolific author tuber too. I don't know how I missed that, but I have her new book, A Mastery of Monsters, from Simon & Schuster, which, thank you Simon & Schuster, they sent me the ARC mail because I won it through Storygraph last week, right? I was watching some of her videos too as like her submission process with this book and how that came to be and all that kind of stuff. So I'm learning a lot of new things about like specifically the querying agent to submission process right now. I am itching. I want to be doing that process. And I also know, like, being an author with an agent, they're gonna be wanting to know like other projects that you have. And I think it would be nice, just also as a writer in general, depending on whether I traditionally publish or self-publish these books, to have a bank of like possible stories to then crank out with already plot beats down, you know? I feel like it could be interesting. I also, this is just me telling you content that I have in my head that I literally can't do until A Favored Fey is done because I need to do A Favored Fey and I need to focus on that and not on everything else in my brain wants to do right now. But I also really, really, really want to write the synopsis for Sage's story, but I don't know if I can do that without knowing the whole outline. Because I wrote the query for it, if you saw that video recently, I have a query basically locked and loaded with some edits to do once I have the book done, like so that I can really hone in on these things, these questions that the wonderful Catherine gave to me to like think about in that querying process. I really kind of want to get the synopsis out of the way too, because I hate the idea of writing a synopsis so much. I also know multiple different agents and stuff. I know this because I was on query a couple years ago with a middle grade that I have since shelved. I know from that experience that agents ask for different things in their query packages, right? Some might ask for a query letter submission, first 3 chapters, first 10 pages. Some might ask for a query letter as a summary? No. Synopsis? No. Oh my God, I've been saying the word just now and it just vanished from my head. You know, it would ask for all of them, you know? It starts with an S. Why can't I think of it? Oh my God, it literally vanished out of my head. What the fuck? Anyways, so it would ask for all of the things, like the query, the thing that starts with an S. And I'm a little concerned about myself right now. Why can't I think of the word? Okay, Jen, what the fuck? The word just was stolen from my brain. Anyway, so some agents ask for the query that and also 25 pages of your manuscript. Like it's different for everything. They also ask for different levels and different lengths of the, I keep thinking that I'm gonna trick my brain into remembering the word. The synopsis, the summary, whatever the fuck that's called. Editing Jen is probably losing her shit because I said it literally 3 seconds ago. I can't remember the word. I know also some agents ask for a 1-page synopsis or synopsis? No. Maybe, I don't fucking know, man. My brain is gone. They ask for 1 page, they ask for 2 page, right? So there's different lengths of ones that you have to do. I would like to just have that down, but I need to start writing it to really get in the groove of it because I have the first half ready to go and I know that, but the second half, I only know like kind of beats vaguely through the mist. So I need to start working on that properly to like really decode the story, and then I can write the synopsis. Maybe it is just synopsis and this has been just a faff for nothing. Who knows? Anyways, I've been talking for 20 minutes. I need to go sit down by the computer. It's now 6 o'clock. I need to go sit down on my computer and actually do some editing. I also need to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna eat tonight because I did not have dinner plans. Well, maybe that'll be first. But we're gonna go back to editing. And this weekend we are also going to be probably finishing up the Raven Scholar as well. Just picking away at life, picking away at the things, you know? Anyways, welcome to the vlog. Apologies for this long rant at the beginning, but hey, welcome to the vlog.
Goodness gracious, you just want to sniff the bag. I know you just want to sniff the bag. Hi, baby. Okay. Let's go. Come on. Come on, baby. Let's go. I'll show you what's in the bag. I'll show you what's in the bag. Don't fall. You're so silly. You're so silly.
Everything's kicking off. I just noticed I had something delivered. I'm trying to make my egg bagel. My toast just popped. Oy, 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 I had something very exciting delivered, guys. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Let me get it. Sorry for the air conditioner. La 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 la. Hello friends, happy Monday. So this particular package, apologies for the noise. I couldn't be bothered to like turn anything off. This particular package, I purchased this because I started going down a rabbit hole, honestly thanks to Julie. But this is something that I've always wanted. I purchased this specifically for I finished A Favored Fey treat. I did a lot of research. I did a lot of listening to many different videos to find the right one. This is a mechanical keyboard. And I was extremely anal about this, about this purchase, because I was like, okay, I need to make sure that it is the correct keyboard sound-wise, and also, oh, hello, my love. Can you not step on my computer? That would be great. Thank you. And, oh, she wants to be part of this, because she's always part of my, like, package opening. She, aka Freya, because she's... I wanted to be very specific about the keyboard I was getting. I wanted to make sure that it was the correct sound and also a good quality keyboard, etc., etc. Here, baby, have the packaging. That's what you want. I was looking at different mechanical keyboards, trying to find like reviews of them, all that kind of stuff, and like seeing what was on Amazon, because I figured that was probably going to be the best place to buy things. When I found that my ears preferred this keyboard, the keyboard on Amazon is over $200, and I was not about to spend that amount of money. So like my goal was to spend max 100 because I just, even though I can write it off as like a business expense because it's going to be for writing, I just didn't want to spend that much money, you know? So I was annoyed that this one was over that amount of money. And then I started looking around elsewhere to see if I could find this kind of keyboard on a cheaper site. I was looking at AliExpress, I was looking at Temu, all that different things. I found it on this site, What Geek, because when I Googled this keyboard, this is a Leobog keyboard. When I Googled this keyboard specifically, I think this is the high 75 one. The What Geek website came up and it was 70 something US. So I was like, this is amazing. And also this colorway, though not like my preferred colorway, I'm gonna get keycaps to like get my preferred colorway, but it is different from the ones that were on Amazon. So I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited about this. Also for the fact that I've literally saved myself $100 because this was, I think, 101 exactly Canadian once all was said and done. So that's very exciting. But okay, so this is an 81 key custom mechanical keyboard. I don't know why they say custom because it's not custom. It comes like prepackaged, but it's the high 75C Pro. I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited to hear the click clacks. Oh my god. But yeah, I ordered it from What Geek. It's a little bit of a suspicious shipping system. Wasn't happy about that, but it came really fast. It was out for delivery as of 3 p.m. yesterday and only arrived today. So I don't know what that was about, but okay, let me move things and let's open this. We have a little watcher. Leobog. Okay, so it comes with the cord and this. I also was like looking for, I didn't really care if it was Bluetooth or not. I think this one has the ability to be both Bluetooth and not. Okay, so it comes with a couple extra switches. It comes with the little keycap and switch puller outer thingy and the cord. Love. Oh, she's so pretty. Whoa, she's heavy. Wow. Okay, she's heavy. Let's go. It's because it's an aluminum keyboard. Not a plastic one like at most of the other ones in this price range. But yeah, it was a lot of fun doing the research for this because I was like just listening to 800,000 different TikToks and YouTube reviews and all that kind of stuff. So we love this. Everything is in my way. Oh, she's pretty. Wow, she's really well packaged. She's got a little planet on the back, which I think is so fun. And oh, sweetness. And that is the keyboard. Oh my god. Are you guys ready? Oh my god. Oh. I could just do that all day. That is the perfect sound, the perfect feel. Yes. Anyways, hi friends. I didn't talk to you at all yesterday, my apologies. I ended up waking up, reading more of The Raven Scholar. I'm still not done it. I'm just taking it so slowly. But my dad ended up calling me because I had to drop my car off at the mechanics because I got rear-ended earlier this year, and so the bumper needs to be fixed. So the bumper's in at the mechanic. I had to go drop off my car. I don't know when it's gonna be done, but like in the next couple days, I guess. So I had to do that, and then my dad came and got me there earlier than we had anticipated on going. Dad came and got me, and we ended up just, my hair is crazy today, I do apologize. We ended up going to Costco and getting a couple different things, but it was like, I left at like 2:30 and got home around 8. And then I procrastinated editing until 11. And then I edited 1 chapter. So it just, yeah. I, on Saturday, ended up having a really weird, unshakable headache that was caused by the smoke outside because it was really smoky the past couple days. Manitoba's on fire, hello. It was like I got through 4 chapters on Saturday, and then I got through another 1 chapter yesterday. So I have, I think 3 or 4 chapters left in part 2 to get through, which I'm hoping to do tonight. I also want to finish The Raven Scholar tonight. And I also would like to start recording more audiobook chapters tonight. But one or the other is gonna have to get, you know, maybe I'll split up the editing, do 2 chapters tonight and 2 chapters tomorrow kind of a thing, and then start on part 3. I did not get as much editing done this weekend as I wished to. Number 1, I really want to finish The Raven Scholar today. So that's my hope and my plan for after work, is to polish off that last little chunk, because I think I have like maybe an hour and a half left of the audiobook at the speed that I'm listening to it at. So that's that. I would also like to start something else. I've been doing a month-long reading vlog for July that I have not filmed in for like a week, because it's the TBR jar, or the TBR random number generator pull. I have not done anything with it since I finished the last books, which were, I think was the Faithless Hawk by Margaret Owen, which I read a week and a bit ago, or 2 weeks ago now. So I would like to, I think I did roll for the next one, which I think, did I? No, I didn't. So I have to roll for the next one to figure out what I'm gonna be reading next on that TBR. Hopefully it's something quick that I can just get through and read for that as well. So once I'm done The Raven Scholar, I'll read for that. And then I have a bunch of library books that I want to get to as well. So it's just a balancing act of like the time I spend reading, I could be doing editing. It's a toss up, my friends. But anyways, that is the news. I am like 70% of the way through The Raven Scholar and fucking loving it. I think it's my favorite read of the year, because I can feel myself, like, I want to reread it. I want to like decode it. I don't want to leave this world. I want to just, I wish the whole trilogy was out so I could just binge the whole trilogy. It's giving me a little bit of Empire of Exiles feeling, because it is also a fantasy mystery, which I really love. And it's also making me want to work on Sage's story. So I love that. But yeah, that's what this here is for. It's for, oh yeah, it does work for Bluetooth. So there is a Bluetooth situation. But this keyboard is going to be used for drafting, because I don't think editing on this keyboard is going to be anything in particular. So this is going to be my drafting keyboard. I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited because this is just, I love it so much. I love it so much. I could listen to that all day. I have a feeling the drafting on this is going to be nice. Because another reason why I wanted an external keyboard was because my Mac, which is what I draft on, my personal computer, my Mac here, the keyboard on this one occasionally doubles up on O's and N's when I type, which is the most annoying thing. And it just, it's not, like, this is kind of going downhill a little bit, which is sad to say. I got it in 2019 and it should hold up better than that, but it's slowly going a little downhill. So I think this is gonna be nice to have to write on as well. I think it's gonna up the productivity and the drafting, you know, because it's gonna just sound so nice and I wanna use it all the time. Anyways, I gotta eat my bagel because I did make my bagel. It's right here. Before it gets cold. Got my iced coffee all done. Amazing. And I got some stuff at work to do, so. But that's the update. I got a mechanical keyboard. Yay!
You like just sitting to watch your fountain? Is that what you like? Yeah. Oh. What you doing in there? Goose, what you doing in there, Bubba? Where'd you go? Where did you go? You know, I know you're in here. I saw you go in here. Where did you go? Oh, there she is. All the way at the back. Hi, baby. Hi, sweetness.
Oh, friends. All right. Part 2 is done and dusted. Oh, I need to turn these off. I usually can't just throw them. I gotta turn them off. Part 2's done. Oh my goodness gracious. Ay, yay. You know, it frees me up now. I think tomorrow I'm gonna do more audiobook stuff. Wednesday I teach, and Thursday I can come back and start on part 3 for edits and then get that done Thursday, Friday, Saturday, part 4, all that good stuff, and then part 5 is really short. So whenever Yeleni has that for me, I will get that done, but I'm glad that it's done. I only had 3 chapters to go through anyways, so I'm just gonna load part 3 up on the old screen, and we shall see what that is like later this week. For now, I can close all this down because it is currently 20 to 1 in the morning, and I have finished editing this vlog. My friends, oh, and I also finished The Raven Scholar. Truly one of the best fantasy books I have ever read. It was stunning. Stunning. The twists in that book, it is, granted, it is a pretty chunky lady, but like, it never felt like it was dragging. It never had any down moments. It never really, it just, oh God, it kept me intrigued, enthralled from top to bottom. I really fucking liked this. So 5 stars. Like, there's nothing I would change. It's definitely a new fave fantasy book. 5 stars. I'm so happy about it, guys. It's been so long since I've had a 5 star. 5 stars. Oh, I need to reread this. Like, I feel like I'm gonna really grasp it even more upon reread now that I know kind of everything, and I'll be able to see like the hints and the foreshadowing. Like, that's what I love about fantasy mysteries. Like with Empire of Exiles and Relics of Ruin, which you guys know are my favorite books of like all time at this point. I've read them like 3 times over each, 4 times for Empire. Every time I read them, I see new things. And like, I remember rereading it for the first time and my mind was like crumbling over the fact that I was missing so many things the first read through. Oh my God, it was crazy. I love rereading in general, but rereading something that has a mystery to it, like rereading Gideon the Ninth. Like, that whole series, the Locked Tomb series, is meant to be reread because it gets better and better and better on reread, which is saying something because I fucking loved that book the first time I read it. And it's now, like, I've said it's my favorite book of all time. Like, Gideon is amazing. And The Empire is the same. Like, it gets better and better on every reread. You just, like, you see more things and it feels like you're coming home. Like, this is going to be one of those books that is just going to get better on reread because you're going to see all the intricacies of what the author's doing. You're going to be able to decode stuff and see kind of like behind the veil, and then also like enjoy the book because you already kind of know what's going on. This was so fucking good. I had such a good time reading this. I'm sad that it's over because I don't get to read this anymore. And I have too many other things that I need to be reading right now. So I can't like pick it up and reread it because this is like over 600 pages. So I can't do that. It's too many pages to reread right now, but I will at some point because fuck was it good. Oh, it was good. Oh, it was so good. The narration style, the mystery, the competition, the characters. It was funny and brutal and so... Yes to all of it. Thank you, Antonia Hodgson. Give us more. Orbit, you're the best. I fucking loved this. This was phenomenal. Phenomenal. And now I have to wait for so long for the sequel. Oh my god, I'm so annoyed about that. Anyways, what a great weekend. What a great weekend. Got my keyboard, had some chats about some author stuff, some publishing plans, some content plans, read a 5-star, favorite book of the year so far, and finished part 2 of edits. And Friday comes out for the end of the video. Hi, sweetness. What's up? Oh, yeah? Wow. Good job. Good job. Yeah, I know. It's almost bedtime. Don't worry about it. Anyways, my friends, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this weekend. Let me know down below how your reading year is going and if you just want to say hi. It's been a while since I've just chatted with you guys, so I'll catch you in another video very soon. Stay kind and keep on reading.